All right, let's dive right in. We're here for your Q3 2025 threat briefing. And folks, we are in the middle of a full-blown AI arms race. Offensive AI isn't some far-off concept anymore. It's right here, right now, and it's the core of the modern cybercriminal's arsenal. But the defensive response? Well, that's just as revolutionary.
So, the first thing we really need to wrap our heads around is how generative AI has completely flipped the script for attackers. We've officially entered a new era where deception is automated, it's scalable, and it is terrifyingly convincing.
I want you to really pause and think about this for a second. Seriously, because for a growing number of people, this isn't a hypothetical anymore. It's a reality, and it's one that's costing companies millions and millions of dollars.
Okay, let me tell you about what happened at the global engineering firm Arup. A finance employee gets an email. It looks like it's from their CFO. Totally normal. They were a little suspicious, sure, but then they get invited to a video call. And on that call, they see and hear not just the CFO, but several other colleagues all discussing this urgent transaction. The problem? Every single person on that call, except for the victim, was an AI-generated deepfake.
So, convinced by what they saw and heard with their own eyes and ears, the employee authorized the transfers. And this is the result. Over $25 million, just gone. This case shows us the new threat perfectly. These attacks don't just breach firewalls anymore. They breach our fundamental sense of trust. And this, right here, gets to the absolute heart of the problem. For years, right, we've trained people, look for the small mistakes, the bad grammar. But now, generative AI crafts these perfectly written, context-aware, personalized emails just by scraping data from sites like LinkedIn. That old advice isn't just outdated, it's downright dangerous. And when you give attackers these new tools, you see this: a staggering surge in the sheer volume of attacks. We've tracked a 1,265% increase in phishing campaigns that are directly linked to generative AI. Attackers can now run these incredibly targeted campaigns at a scale that was just impossible before. And the data shows just how effective these new attacks are. I mean, it's not even close. Your traditional phishing emails, they get maybe a 12% click-through rate. The new AI-written ones, they're hitting a 54% rate. They are just exponentially more convincing. And maybe the scariest part, the technology behind these attacks has become so accessible. To create a believable voice clone of your CEO or maybe a family member, all an attacker needs is just a few seconds of audio from a webinar or even a social media post. The cost to do this has totally collapsed, making these sophisticated tools available to pretty much anyone. But listen, it's not all doom and gloom. Not at all. The industry is fighting back with a revolution of its own, and it's all built around one core idea. You have to fight fire with fire. The key concept you need to know is agentic security. Now, this isn't just about giving your security analysts a little AI assistant or a co-pilot. No, this is about deploying fully autonomous AI agents that can handle entire security workflows all on their own at machine speed. Why? Because a human in the loop is just too slow to stop today's automated attacks. So let's be really clear on this shift. The co-pilot model on the left, that's AI helping a human. It suggests things, it brings up data, but the human is still the one driving. The new AI agent model on the right, that's a whole new world. Here, the AI is the operator. It detects, it investigates, it responds all by itself. The human analyst, they move up to a strategic role, overseeing this whole fleet of agents.
Now, the two industry giants are tackling this in slightly different ways. You've got CrowdStrike, which is really championing that agent-first model. They're focused on automating the security operations center to free up analysts. Then you have Palo Alto Networks. They're taking more of a data-first approach, using their precision AI to focus on inline prevention, basically stopping those zero-day threats in real time before they can even run. Both strategies, though, rely on one thing: a unified platform to feed their AI the data it needs.
Okay, so while this AI on AI conflict is the most immediate battle, there are other emerging technologies creating these massive long-term strategic risks that we absolutely have to be aware of. So this is a crucial point. Right now, threat actors, especially nation-states, are stealing huge amounts of encrypted data. They can't read it today, but they are stockpiling it, basically betting that in 5 to 10 years, a powerful enough quantum computer will exist that can just shatter our current encryption standards. That means the data they're stealing today could become a major breach tomorrow.
Blockchain is another perfect example of a double-edged sword. On one side, attackers are using techniques like ether hiding to store malicious code on public blockchains, which makes it incredibly resilient and almost impossible to take down. But on the other, defensive side, that same technology is powering things like decentralized identity, which could give users back control over their own credentials and maybe even solve the problem of mass data breaches for good.
So what does this all mean for you? How do you actually prepare for this new reality? We've boiled it all down into an actionable, strategic playbook. This quote right here is a critical warning. As we start deploying our own helpful AI agents inside our networks, we are unintentionally creating a new class of insider threat. Think about it. An attacker's AI could potentially find and collaborate with our internal AI, creating an automated, insider-assisted compromise. We have to start securing these agents as if they were a whole new type of employee. So this playbook really lays out 6 critical pillars for resilience. It's about building a strong foundation with a unified platform and a zero-trust architecture. It's about fighting AI with AI today while you also get ready for the quantum threat of tomorrow. And so importantly, it's about securing your entire AI supply chain while reinforcing your most important asset of all, your people.
And that brings us to the final, crucial question. As this arms race just gets faster and faster, and we have machines fighting machines at network speed, the role of the security professional is fundamentally changing. We are moving away from being frontline digital firefighters and becoming the strategists, the ethicists, the orchestrators of our new automated defenses. And you know what? That transition is going to be the defining challenge and the biggest opportunity of the next decade.